And the Horns do exactly what they're supposed to do. Texas 35, Kansas 7. Very pleased with this game. Mostly for the defense. I've got to give huge up to Muschamp and this defense. We shut Kansas down. They were inept the whole game. Forgot. I think we had like 4 fourth down stops that we made, creating fumbles and just playing all around great defense, not letting them get any kind of rhythm. Keep Reesing moving, getting sacks, and not let him set his feet to make his throws. I mean, heck, if they don't make, I think it was Bryce, UKU fans, correct me if I'm wrong, if he doesn't make that great catch, that's another fourth down stop, and more than likely we shut them out. We even end the game on a goal line stand where Kansas takes 7 snaps within the 5 yard line and does not score. Texas defense really stepped up. And, of course, scary moment for the Texas fans and for everybody watching when Blake Gideon went down. It looked like a neck injury. With what I've heard, everything's going to be okay. He had an excellent game before he went down. But the guy who came in for him, Christian Scott, played excellent. I mean, he was probably one of the best defenders on the field at the time. And I want to see more of him. I know Earl Thomas and Gideon have those spots locked up, but I want to see somehow we can get him on the field somewhere. But if we don't, that gives me even more faith of something to look forward to next season because Gideon's coming back, Thomas is coming back, and this Christian Scott guy who stepped in and played excellent, he's a true freshman as well. We're going to have one of the top secondaries in the nation for the upcoming years. But of course, Sergio Kendall, you couldn't stop him. Arakpo didn't even play, which is fine. I want him to get a little more rest. I want him playing against A&M. He's got another couple weeks to rest, and so does Gideon. And you have to look at the offensive side of the ball. You know, we scored 14 in the first half. Colt was not on his number one A game, but the rest of the offense wasn't either. As I said, Fozzie got his runs. He looked pretty good. But what really impressed me about Fozzie was not just his running and his receiving abilities, but his ability to block and know where to block. As Colt was able to direct traffic, it was usually Fozzie right there to lead the way. Colt had a great rushing game, and also the passing game came along in the second half. Of course, Collins with a big touchdown and hitting Quan in the end zone. Of course, the great fourth down fake field goal, which I think everyone knew was coming. That's what Texas does. We run fake field goals, and Ship was able to just dive over. It looked like he was diving for a touchdown. He got like 5 yards on the dive. Texas looked real good today. We won the way we needed to win. We won on the road against Kansas, a team we're supposed to beat, and we did significantly, 35-7. They didn't have a chance. But I can't say enough about this defense, and I wish we'd seen that defense a little earlier, because that's what's been said is the weakness of our team is our young secondary. And this week, that young secondary really stepped up for us and made a lot of plays for us and kept Kansas from getting any kind of a rhythm. So now we get a bye week. And now all of us Longhorn fans, if you care anything about this team going to a national championship or a Big 12 championship, we are Sooner fans for this week. And probably next week if they beat Tech. So I'll talk about that game later on. That'll be the Texas game next week. Since we have a bye, the OU Tech game is the Texas game. That pains me to say, but right now let's focus on the positive. Texas playing excellent. Playing very efficient today. Colt McCoy leading this team to another victory. Hook 'em horns, Texas fight, and let's beat A&M and go OU. That hurts.